Hey Paladins fans, and welcome to the Closed Beta 14 patch overview. In this patch we took a look at how the card system and character design works together and have made some changes that will add more strategy in team building. But before we get to that, let's talk about the newest champion to join Paladins. Enter Grover. Uprooting himself from the battleground of the gods, Grover comes to Paladins as a durable melee fighter with bursts of mobility allowing him to get into the fray. For a full rundown of his abilities, check out the Grover overview. Along with this, we have added more of a specialization to each champion. Our goal here is to add more depth in building your team in the lobby and give each player the option to counter specific strategies. Each champion will now have 2 specializations that they excel at and a specific type of damage. The specializations are high HP, shields, healing, mobility, crowd control, deployables, and deception. For example, Skye boasts mobility and deception, while Pip specializations are healing and crowd control. The damage methods are one of the 3 types. First is burst damage, or large amounts of damage dealt in a small amount of blows. Think a far shot from Cassie. Second is rapid attacks, or small amounts of damage dealt through a large amount of hits very quickly. Think Grok's lightning staff. And the last one is damage over time effects, like poison or burning. We have given each champion 2 specializations and a primary damage method, and have subsequently reworked or removed any abilities or cards that deviate from them in any major way. This leads us to the last piece of the puzzle. We have reworked the cards and card system to fit better into the new champion design philosophy. Each champion has been given cards that counter each specialization and each damage type, allowing counterplay against certain team comps. Is the enemy team running Ruckus, Barrack, and Fernando? Your team should pick up some anti-shield cards. Facing Pip and Buck? Pick up some anti-healing cards. Now during a match it can be difficult to plan counter playstyles as they evolve throughout the match, and oftentimes the counter option would come up in a draw before the playstyle surfaces that you plan to counter. To fit with the new system, we have reworked how cards and decks are implemented. First, there is no longer a deck building option, and players will not need to plan to create decks of 15 cards anymore. Players now select a full hand of 5 cards in the match lobby after selecting a champion, and will start the match with all 5 cards equipped. The process will go like this. When you enter a match lobby, you and your team will select a well-balanced team, keeping in mind the specializations and damage types. Once all 10 players have locked in, the match lobby moves into the card selection phase. During this period, the enemy team composition is revealed to you and your teammates, and you will now select your hand of cards that may work well with your playstyle, seek to bolster your team composition and synergy, or counter specific playstyles and combinations you see on the enemy team. Once in the match, you will load in with all 5 cards equipped, but with a catch. These cards start somewhat diminished in strength, and as you level up during the match, you will earn points that can be spent to upgrade your current cards to improve their strength. Choosing which cards to strengthen first will determine your playstyle further or help limit the enemy team's strategy. That does it for Closed Beta 14 patch overview, guys. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment down in the comment section below or head over to the forums at forums.paladins.com and let us know how you feel about the patch. We'll see you in the realm.